I didn't know this sort of thing was popular now, but it might interest some people. I had two of these model 4x4 with the pickups, I think. They had a two-stroke petrol engine on them, and they were four-wheel drive, but they just wouldn't go. I don't know. Well, I think I know why. Obviously, you have to have three differentials with a four-wheel drive, because as the vehicle corners, the outside wheels go around a larger arc than the inside wheels, because now they know as it go. The front steering steers about the midpoint of the rear axle. So you have to have the steering arms angled so that they bisect the center line of the vehicle exactly on the midpoint of the rear axle, so that they cross not just on the mid center line of the vehicle, but exactly on the center line, the midpoint between the two rear wheels, which is in the middle of the axle. I can't quite put that into words, but obviously, if you have the steering arms angled like that, the toe out on turns, obviously, the inner wheel has to turn further than the outer wheel on a corner, because obviously it wouldn't have the right angle of to get around the corner of the wheels. The wheels wouldn't have the turn at the right angle. It's is it accurate at 3 points straight ahead, and how then is it straight ahead and up each now full lock each way. It's near enough in the rest of the steered angles. Now then, the differentials are to allow the individual wheels to turn to drive. They allow drive through the wheels, and allow the wheels to rotate at different rate or a different distance while driving. But obviously you want one in between the two axles, because each individual wheel travels a different distance while cornering, and if you don't have a center differential, it causes wind up of the drive shafts, doesn't it? If you don't have that, which will eventually break them, because they wind up one way and they wind back, and it'll cause work hardening, and eventually they'll snap. Now, and I think the problem with these pickups was they just weren't heavy enough to operate the differential gears. So the front wheels went backwards and the back wheels went forwards when you opened the throttle, and I couldn't solve that unless perhaps if I put weight on the vehicle. I think that might have cured the problem, but then it would have slowed it down. But I think they did about somewhere between 25 and 60 miles an hour anyway, so they went too fast anyway. But I never actually solved it, and you weren't allowed to drive things like that in the local parks, so I couldn't really do it. And they were a bit too fast for the back garden, because obviously they would have gone straight through the neighbour's fence. And he used to complain about me. I won't say that. I was a kind of an experimenter as a kid, and I used to hit bits of soil with a badminton racket, because I used to like watching it bounce down the garden, and there's clouds of dust came off, but obviously ultimately they hit his fence, and he used to moan a bucket. Well, I've told you before about that anyway. But anyway, that might interest some people, but possibly not. And there again, it might. But yeah, there you go.